in his own style, bro. The boy actually came up with some really songstress type music, man. I mean, it was some good music that he put out, man. He wasn't just playing.
He's a good entertainer also.
Yeah.
He puts on a good live show.
Yeah.
But let's get back to the topic of the day.
Yeah.
And that is to spank or not to spank. When disciplining your kids, should you spank them?
That is the question.
Or should you not spank them? And now, let's get your opinion. And you can still put in your input, 647-3688. But Spody, what you think?
All right, man. Well, I'm going to be honest with you, man. I almost hate to say it, man, but I definitely, I'll spank my daughter. And my daughter's 8. She almost got a spank. Now, she ain't almost get one today, but I do get her, man, because, I truthfully believe that, especially she's the only child. So, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes the only child, them kids, they have no one else but you to play with. So sometimes they just forget, and you have to, as a parent, man, help them understand that you're the parent. And on top of that, I truthfully believe that as they get older, man, it's just something that they'll remember, and it'll make them a better person.
Disappointed. Shaking my head and disappointed. Shaking my doggone head. All right, here's my take on disciplining your kids. Should you spank them or should you not spank them? I grew up getting spanked, so I grew up thinking that, man, when I have kids, I'm going to spank them. But then I got married, and my wife told me that she didn't get spanked growing up. And she's a really good person, successful in life, and just a positive blessing to the world. And I want my kids to be like their mother and like their father. And since my wife didn't get spanked, she got disciplined in other ways, like getting privileges taken away from her, maybe not being able to play with her favorite toys or go outside or not getting allowance or whatever it was. So that brought me to the light thinking, man, it's probably not best to spank your kids because you're inflicting pain on them, and the world is filled with pain. They're going to get their share of pain just through life. Yeah. So why would you intentionally inflict pain on them when you could actually use intelligence instead of violence to discipline your kids? So instead, I do not spank my daughter or my son. And I am going to try not to spank them throughout their whole life. But if, I get too mad, hey, you never know. Because I've been instilled by the spanking, so I do have violence running through my blood. It's just all up in me, and it comes out at times, and hopefully it don't never come out on the spanking of my kids.
That's right.
The spank-free family.
But I'm gonna tell you something. My wife never really got spanked neither, man, and she's a great person too.
And that didn't influence you at all, did you? When she told you that, did
when
you
she
think,
told me she didn't, I put her over my knee. I'm like, you deserve one now, man.
No better than now than to get caught up. You a cold piece of work, man. And a lot of people were calling in, and a lot of people on Facebook were chiming in.
Hey, it's a lot of them that's abusive, though. Some of y'all be tripping, though, dude.
Oh, they're
Some of them calls was like, hey, man, matter of fact, it was one dude spanked his kid on the phone. I'm like,
right.
We was about to record him and everything, man. Oh,
exactly. Like, man, just the more spankings you get in on your kids, the better. They was making it sound.
Hey, and matter of fact, remember that y'all wasn't paying attention, but when we was doing the top 10 rappers, remember the lady? She hold up, let me tell you this shit story. We didn't even notice. She started yelling at her kids.
Right. Do you want to touch on the top 10 again, MTV's?
Yeah.
Top 10 MCs. All right, let me run through it again real quick. MTV's top 10 MCs of all time are number 10, LL Cool J, 9, Eminem, 8, Ice Cube, 7, Big Daddy Kane, 6, KRS-One, 5, Nas, 4, Rakim, 5, Biggie, 2, Tupac, and number 1, Jay-Z. What are your thoughts on that, Spody?
I don't like it. I do like a lot of the artists that are in the top 10, and I think it's great. But at the same time, man, I don't feel like Jay-Z is at the top. Man, Cube, man, you got to do your homework on Ice Cube, man. And you know what I'm saying? LL as well. So to me, my first two, I'm going to just say that, would be Ice Cube and LL. Now, Mouthpiece, we going to let...
LL, oh, man.
No, man, LL,
really...
dude, you need to do your history on LL's albums, bro. That dude, I'm talking before Bad. When that dude stepped out on what was the movie? When he came out and dropped the beat,
Oh, on not New Jack City. Crush Groove.
Jack
Crush
City.
Groove. Crush Groove. That's one of my favorite movies of all time.
Man.
Hey, we might have to do that next. Question of the day: favorite movie of all time. Favorite hip hop movie of all time. We got a few of them, right?
Yeah,
There's a few
we
hip-hop
had
movies.
some disagreements too on the West Coast and the East Coast.
Oh yeah, I could make you look real. I ain't
I
gonna
ain't
go
worried
there. I ain't
about it,
gonna
bro.
go
That's
there,
your-
man.
that's your
Hey,
opinion.
what you thought Bompton was? What you?
Moapa.
Milwaukee, man.
Nah,
Vegas.
the dude was
Vegas is
mumbling,
on.
bro. I couldn't hear him.
Vegas is on.
I couldn't
Spody
hear
Mac.
him, bro. I couldn't hear him. He
Let's
was
get
mumbling,
back.
man.
Let's get back to the music, man. It's Power 88.
The People's Station.